Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to be going over some combo lines you can do with the new Clock Wyvern skill. This video is going to be assuming that you know what the cards do and or what this skill does. I'll go over it briefly when things come up, but basically all you need to know is that the skill lets you transform if you have any Cynet Fusion or a Cybers monster in your hand, you can shuffle that monster or card back and add both Cynet Fusion and Clock Wyvern from your deck to your hand. Keep in mind, if you're familiar with the card Cyber's Witch, if she has to add both a ritual monster and a ritual spell to resolve her effect, the same thing is applied to this skill. You have to add both Cynet Fusion and Wyvern, meaning that if you just play one copy of either of the cards, if you open with one of them, you can't activate the skill. I personally run two Cynet Fusion, but you if you would like to prefer to just run one, just keep that in mind. So what you're going to do is you're going to normal summon the Clock Wyvern and activate its effect to special summon a token. This token, with your skill, it can be transform it into Stack Reviver. From there, you're going to link off both of your monsters and you're going to go into Proxy F Magician. The effect of Stack Reviver will activate, allowing you to revive a level 4 or lower Cybers monster used as link material. From there, you're going to activate your skill. There's three parts to this skill. The third part lets you transform two Cybers monsters into Dark Dragons, and you're going to dump Decode Talker into your graveyard. Proxy F Magician has the ability to fusion summon, so you're going to fuse both of your monsters out into Borreload Furious. Now, this is the end of the combo here. It's nothing too impressive, it's just one interruption, but keep in mind if you're doing the one card combo, it's probably because you didn't see any extenders, so hopefully those cards are back row to provide supplemental interruption. Those could be cards like Crackdown, Ice Dragon Prison, Floodgate Trap Hold, Forbidden Chalice, uh, Warning Point, I don't know, the world's your oyster. There is a million traps in this game. Just pick your favorite and go from there. The cool thing about this interaction here is that when Borreload Furious goes to the graveyard, you can revive your Decode Talker by banishing it. This means that any monster that you see after this point, say if you draw literally any of your Cybers monsters, you can convert that monster into a Link 4 monster. That can be your Link monster of choice so long that it is a Cybers monster due to the skills restriction. This can be Topologic Bomber Dragon, this can be Rasta Liger, this can be Firewall Dragon. Take your pick. Um, Alternatively, you could use. Yeah, no, this is your pick. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Um, so I'm going to go into the second part of this, which is if you have any extender. So I'm going to put this back right here, and I'm going to use backup secretary for my example here. So you're going to, again, going first, you're going to normal summon your Clock Wyvern. The Clock Wyvern is going to special summon the token, which becomes Stack Reviver, and you're going to link these two off. From here, you're going to go into, instead of Proxy F Magician, you're going to go into your Clock Spartoy. Clock Spartoy has the effect to add an additional copy of Cynet Fusion should you play more than one copy, but regardless of such, you can go into your Clock Wyvern because Stack Reviver was used as material. You're going to special summon your extender here, and you're going to link both of these monsters off. By linking both of these monsters off, you're going to go into Proxy F Magician to a zone that Spartoy points to. This is when you activate the effect of Spartoy. Please make sure to not use so prior to this point. Spartoy lets you revive a level 4 or lower Cybers monster, bringing out your Clock Wyvern. From this point on, it's important to note that you are locked out of the extra deck except for fusion monsters. But that's completely fine because you're going to use the skill to transform both of these Link monsters into Dark Dragon monsters and dump Decode Docker from outside of your deck into your graveyard. With the effect of Proxy F Magician, you're going to fuse using both of these monsters into Borreload Furious Dragon in the main monster zone. Because you do not have a card in your extra monster zone, Cynet Fusion can now banish one monster from your graveyard as material if it's a Link monster. So by using Clock Wyvern and banishing any of these two Link monsters, I recommend you banish Proxy F Magician just because in case your opponent has, I don't know, like Monster Reborn shenanigans, it has the most useful effect of the two. You're going to go into your T-Plexer Chimera Also, I guess one other thing that you can note here is that the skill doesn't let you revive fire monsters from your graveyard. Spartoy is a dark monster in case you need to revive it if Decode Talker gets removed from the graveyard. So what this setup lets you do is now you have a pop onto the Duplexer Chimera as opposed to the Borreload Furious Dragon. The reason why this is cool is because when Diplexer Chimera, if this fusion summon card is sent to the graveyard, you get to add Signet Fusion and a Cyberse monster back from your graveyard to your hand. So this is going to be the Clock Wyvern. This provides you a supplemental play for the following turn. Remember when I had mentioned about the quirk of Borreload Furious Dragon being able to revive Decode Talker? Well, this is when this comes to play. You can actually normal summon Clock Wyvern on your follow-up turn, special summon a token, and you have 5 materials worth of link summoning or like a link 2 monster. There's a lot you can do here. If you would like, maybe you could go for, like, let's say you link both of these off, go to Security Dragon here on the top, right on your Decode Talker, which could be cool. Alternatively, you could make Clock Wyvern plus a Firewall Dragon. So, for example, you use the Link monster, or use the token and the Decode Talker. You keep your Firewall Dragon, or you keep your Clock Wyvern, and you have your Firewall Dragon here, which could be nice because you just link this off. You go into your Link Disciple. I wish I had the Firewall Dragon. I didn't have enough foresight to make this. But basically, you get a bounce here, which is pretty nice. Again, that's using the Decode Talker and the token to make the Firewall Dragon and the Cyberse uh, Clock Wyvern to use for the Link Disciple. You could also go for Topologic Bomber Dragon. You can go for Rastaliger. Rastaliger is pretty cool in this situation because Rastaliger contribute out the Clock Wyvern, giving you a pop and 5,300 attack. Because Rastaliger is a 2,000 attack monster that can copy Decode Talker's attack in the graveyard, or rather gain 3,000 because it's a Link 3 monster. It'll be at um, 5,000 attack, and then you contribute off the Wyvern and attack for 5,000, which can be pretty useful. Now, I'm going to go over your going second one card combo. Again, this is a one card combo. If you're only doing one card, it's not going to be as good as the other things that you could be doing. But say you break or you just draw too many non-engine, what you can do is you can Clock Wyvern here, uh, get the token. The token becomes Stack Reviver. You special summon. You link here, and you go into your Clock Spartoy. From there, your Clock Spartoys can grab you an additional copy of your Signet Fusion, and you're going to revive the Clock Wyvern. You're going to grab that Cyberse Fusion right here, and then what you can do is you link off the Clock Wyvern and you go into your Link Disciple. From here, Clock Spartoy can revive back the Clock Wyvern, and then now you have the ability to Signet Fusion. You can use all of these monsters if you would like, and you can go into your Cyberse Clock Dragon. Cyberse Clock Dragon can then boost up because it used 3 material link markers versus 3 link markers worth of material. It can mill 3 cards and go up to 55. That's not too impressive, but keep in mind this is just one card combo. If you had 2 cards, you could probably go into Security Dragon here if you'd like. In fact, I will demonstrate such a combo right now. So let's say you opened with your backup secretary. What you want to do is you're going to normal summon the Clock Wyvern. Please put it into behind an extra monster zone. And you're going to special summon the token. The token is going to transform into Stack Reviver. And from there, before you do anything, please summon your extender of choice and use your extender to go into Link Disciple. The reason why you wanted to put your Clock Wyvern here is in the case that Clock Wyvern gets interrupted, you can tribute it off with Link Disciple and draw into a disruption back row like Book of Moon, like Crackdown, like whatever, and just try again on your following turn. This could be useful because of that. Regardless of such, After you have your Link Disciple here, you're going to want to link off both of these monsters and go into your Security Dragon. From here, Stack Reviver's effect will activate, and you will revive your Clock Wyvern. Then, with Security Dragon, because it is now co-linked, you can get a bounce in the middle of this combo. You get your bounce here, and then you're going to want to activate your skill. So use your skill by using these two monsters. I recommend these two because it lets you free up the extra monster zone. And then you can, use these two, and then you're going to Signet Fusion. From there, with Signet Fusion, I apologize, you want to use it on this monster. I was a little ahead of myself. Please use it on the Security Dragon. This is because you want the Link Disciple to stay as a Cyberse monster so that you can use it for your Signet Fusion. With your Signet Fusion, you're going to go into your Clock Dragon. Please do not activate the effect of Cyberse Clock Dragon here. This is very, very important. Because you had used the skill, your Decode Tucker is now in the graveyard because you had transformed two monsters into Dark Dragons. If you look at Cyberse Clock Dragon, it doesn't need any Cyberse monsters, so this is why you're able to do so. The reason why you don't want to use your skill here is because you're going to immediately link these two off and go into your Clock Lizard. Clock Lizard has the effect of, by using two Cyberse monsters, you're going to want to fuse off your Clock. You're going to use Clock Lizard's effect to tribute this card to return one fusion monster to the extra deck. And then you're going to conduct a fusion summon by banishing monsters from your graveyard as material. So you can banish the Clock Wyvern, and by using a total of link 1, this is 3 total, this is 5 total, this is 8 total. You now get to special summon a Cyberse Clock Dragon with 8 mils at your disposal to beat 1,500 attack. Now, keep in mind, with this, if you're going to prioritize the OTK aspect of this deck, you want to kind of use your non-engine to be able to either protect this monster. I like to use Forbidden Lance, or you can be playing backroom removal. But the entire point of this is to try to catch your opponent off guard with an attack position monster, and you OTK them. You can kill them from at least 6,500 worth of damage, which is pretty good for only one card and an extender. But yeah, that's all I have for this video today. If I didn't explain things as aptly as I could, I apologize. This was all in one take. In fact, to rectify the previous error with the Security Dragon here, I'll just go back with it with the Wyvern. So please, with the monster that you what you're going to want to do, again, you're going to use the skill always on the Clock Wyvern, and then you use it on the Link monster of choice. Please use the skill on the monster that you want to link off, that you don't want to link off with. So you want to use it on the Link Disciple. So that way you can fuse these two monsters, because the fusion summon of Clock Wyvern or Clock Dragon is going to not need a Cyberse monster. This is when you will be able to use two Cyberse monsters for the Link summon. That's the most important part of that combo. So yeah, if you like this video, thank you. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with this build. I am nowhere near complete on how I want the deck to be. This is just a less than 24-hour idea that I had, or just straight up combo line, I guess. Hopefully, with more time, more innovations can be made, more tweaks can be made, and maybe we're doing different lines in the future. But yeah, if you like this video, thank you again, and have a good day.